Welcome back to our channel, Cerita dari Doha. Today, we're going to cook something special for next week Idul Adha or Hari Raya. So this is lambchop biryani special. What's so special about it? It's special because we're going to use a special sauce and marinated it overnight. Yes, you hear it right. We marinated overnight. So here it is. The first one is 2 tablespoons of special sauce. And then 1 tablespoon of mint leaf. And then add 1 tablespoon of rosemary. One tablespoon of oregano. And then 2 tablespoons of garlic salt. Okay, here it is. And now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. The amount of olive oil you use actually depends on how much meat you have. So here we use around 1 kilo of lamb chops, and I think I want to add another tablespoon of olive oil in this recipe. We want the right consistency, so it has to be oily and not too dry, so it's easier for us to brush it on the meat. Okay guys, so the sauce is ready. Now we're going to brush it on the lamb chops. You can use a baking brush or use your spoon or fork for this, whichever easier for you. Just make sure it blends well. Just mix it so it has a nice and oily consistency. Okay, over here, as you can see, I already added another tablespoon of olive oil, so it looks nice now. And we're going to brush it on. You want to try to brush it evenly, so we start from the top and we'll do it on both sides. Just take your time and don't rush. We want to make sure that all parts are covered with the sauce. Okay? You want to make sure you add it to the bones as well. Just nice and cover everything. Okay guys, I think it's all covered with the sauce, and now it's ready to be transferred. So this is the food container that I use. I love this thing. I use it for everything basically, from baking, cooking, marinating, proofing bread dough, for everything. It's so handy and it's just useful. Alright, now we're going to transfer the lamb chops to this food container, and then we close it and keep it in the fridge overnight. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, good morning. So I have prepared the Smart Pot Nutricook, so it's ready for us to cook the lambchop biryani special. So here it is. Our lambchop is ready, marinated overnight in the fridge. Before we start, I'd like to explain something. Nutricook Smart Pot has the biryani option. and you can cook biryani easily with this option. But for me, whenever I cook lamb or meat, I would prefer to skip the biryani option. Yes, that's right. I skip the biryani option and cook it in 2 steps. The first one, you cook the lamb first. The reason is we love our lamb juicy, tender, and basically fall apart when you eat it. And by cooking the lamb first, you'll achieve that result. So now the lamb is ready. You just need to add 2 cups of water and then choose the option meat. Cook it for 30 minutes. Press start. And don't forget, change the pressure valve from venting to sealing. Make sure it's sealed. Now, while waiting for the lamb to cook, we prepare the salt, 1 teaspoon of salt and half teaspoon of pepper, some chopped chilies because we love spicy, and then also cucumber for garnish. Okay guys, the Smart Pot is beeping, so the lamb is ready. And before we open the lid, make sure you move or change the pressure valve from sealing to venting. And look for the red button. Make sure it's go down like that. Alright, so now we can open the lid. Wow, look at that. The lamb looks so juicy. Yay! Oh, this is so good, guys. So you can see it's very soft, tender, and it looks juicy. And you can see there's still a lot of broth. So we're going to strain the broth and use it to cook the rice. It's going to add flavor to the biryani and it's going to be delicious. Alright, and now we transfer the lamb chop to plate and then strain the broth with a strainer. Now let's start cook biryani, guys. First of all, 3 cups of basmati rice, rinse and soak in water for 15 minutes. And then we add the broth, 3.5 cups of broth. Next, add 50 grams of biryani masala powder and mix it well. And then we add the salt and pepper. Now add 1 cup of ghee. In here I use the vegetable ghee. And now it's time to add the lamb chop. Mix it nicely. Ta-da! It's ready to cook. Now let's close the lid. You know the drill, guys. Make sure the pressure valve from venting to sealing. And then we choose the option rice. Cook it for 30 minutes and click start. And yes guys, I don't use the option biryani but I use the option rice instead. You know why? Because we already cooked the lamb chop for 30 minutes before. So we don't need that long to cook the rice. 13 minutes is enough. Here it is, our lamb chop biryani special. Wow, look at that. Lamb chops look tender and juicy. It melts in your mouth. Here it is, cerita dari Doha's version of lamb chop biryani special. This can be an option for your Idul Adha or Hari Raya dish next week. Okay guys, please try it. We're sure you like it. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are Cerita dari Doha. Salam. Guys, kalau suka channel kami ini, jangan lupa di like, komen di bawah ini, dan subscribe ya. Cerita dari Doha undur diri. Salam.